Welcome to Building Green, featuring the lives, the legends, and lessons of Central Oregon's green movement. Join us with eco-hosts Kim Lewis and Sylvia Hayes as they take you on a high-energy adventure in green building.
Sylvia, great to see you.
Good to see you.
I'm excited about the next few days we're going to be spending together. We're going to go all over Central Oregon, and we're going to be capturing and telling a legendary story of green building and all of the successes that have happened here in Central Oregon. And you're somebody who's like in the middle of it. I'm on the edge of it a bit because I'm a new homeowner here in Bend, and I love it, and I've done some green things, but there's a whole lot more green things I can do for my own home. And we have a group here of professionals that are going to kind of be our think tank.
Lawrence, one of the things that you're known for and that is pretty interesting is the work that you've done with straw bale construction.
The idea of straw bale construction actually is to create an energy efficient envelope, because conservation is the first strategy in energy efficient construction and design. And it also deals with resource efficiency and health. It is a type of material that they say is breathable. It allows indoor and outdoor air to exchange fairly readily in spite of the fact that it's highly insulative. It provides how to move to the next level of energy efficiency and healthy building.
I put green building into three major components. One is energy efficiency, the second is resource efficiency, and the third are buildings that have healthy indoor air quality. In our magazine, for instance, the Green and Solar Building Oregon magazine, we like to really feature buildings that do passive solar well. And one of the things that's so neat about green building, I think, is we tend to think you have to have all these brand new gadgets and all of these expensive new technologies, but this is like caveman stuff. It's like we're going to put the openings of our buildings toward the sun. We're going to let the heat come in during the day, and the floor then is going to release heat once it starts to get cool.
You know, folks, this overview and this brainstorming session has really helped me a lot, and I hope it's going to help our viewers in the next few days as we go to different sites of construction and we go to different homes and we see how the applications are working out in this legendary story of the great success we've had in Central Oregon.
Good morning. I'm your roving reporter, Kim Lewis. We're going to the Home and Garden Cobas show out at the Deschutes County Fairgrounds. So what we're going to do is do as like the birds, they say do. Brandon, tell us about it.
We're in a Robinson R-44 helicopter. This is KOHD's News Tracker helicopter.
This is better than a fair ride. We even have a green landing right on this green grass. Perfect.
As I told you folks, we're going to be here live at the Coba Home and Garden Show. I found this green directory, and I actually found Miss Green herself, Nikki Romer.
The Green Spot Directory came about 3 years ago in 2005. It's a program of the Central Oregon Environmental Center for all types of local green businesses and organizations in Central Oregon. It comes out every April during Earth Month. We have a green building section in here. There's categories such as auto services, landscaping, beauty supplies, clothing, restaurants, and you can feel good about the purchases you're making. We have a website that has directory listing information.
Great to meet you. We got to move on to some other booths. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.
We're doing our best to get as many green features from the different friends and booths so that people can learn about green. I think I see something green. Come on. This looks like wood that's been put back to use again.
It has been. This is reclaimed barnwood floor.
Wow.
Reclaimed.
And so is this for a wall or is this for somebody's?
No, this would be for a floor.
Green can be recycled barn floors from hundreds of years ago. Think I found something else green. Come on, follow me.
So we have some glass tile here. It is 87 to 100% recycled.
Recycled glass, like we're talking bottles melted down?
Yes.
Or old scraps melted down of glass? That's neat.
Jordan, tell us about your company here.
So what we have here are products that traditionally when you're building a home, they're going to be your average materials. They're going to have formaldehyde in it, going to be bad for indoor air quality.
Right.
What Brilliant aims to do is take those products and do something better. something better for your kids, something better for the environment. Well, this is cork flooring that we're looking at here.
Cork flooring, oh my gosh. Cork does not grow in a bottle, does it?
It does not grow in a bottle,
It grows on a
correct.
tree. And that's tough enough?
Very tough, very durable, very resilient.
I'll be done.
This is Eco Timber. Eco Timber is an FSC certified
FSC, don't throw any of those big words at me.
Forestry Stewardship Council. They're able to provide sustainability to sometimes exotic woods.
And I see here it's formaldehyde-free adhesives.
Exactly, and that's where that indoor air quality comes in. You hit that on the head, Kim. Exactly.
Okay, all right. Don't hit me on the head.
Now we're outside Central Oregon's Spring and Garden Show, and I'm pooped. But fortunately, I've got some renewable green energy in the person of Tennyson. Tennyson, you're the Director of Membership Services here. Central Oregon Builders Association has brought in about, how many?
Up to 400 exhibitors.
But I understand you got 900 members in Central Oregon Builders Association?
We're just shy of 1,000 members.
So I want to thank you, Tennyson and COBA, for having worked so hard to put on this show. What can we say to the folks but
Go green.
So Kim, I'd like to introduce you to Scott Steele.
Great to meet you, Scott. I understand you've got one of the largest architectural firms here in all of Central Oregon. That's pretty impressive. So what can you tell us, Scott, about what kind of team it takes?
It takes a really qualified team of sustainable design experts, and that's what we have here at the firm with 11 LEED accredited staff. So it takes a lot of talent, and then it also takes passion. Part of sustainability is about passion and the drive to want to do it rather than just market it because you think it's in vogue. It's very open, like an open egalitarian atmosphere like we like to run the firm. There's 90% access to daylight and view through all of the windows.
So Scott, good synergy, good sunlight, and good teamwork means more productivity, and that's green.
Very proud of the fact that we have 11 LEED accredited professionals here at the office. That's a special sustainable design designation. That means we have a level of expertise that's very high. Franklin Crossing is one of the great examples of a project. It's one of the first mixed-use buildings in downtown Bend. Reduces traffic trips, and it creates synergy in the downtown environment by mixing residence, commercial, and retail space.
I've driven through this community and I was really impressed. I feel like people that live here walk, they work, they live, and it's really a less wear and tear on the environment, and it just makes sense. Tell us about the community.
Well, Northwest Crossing, I think, is very unique. It's a national award-winning community. It's a neo-traditional mixed-use neighborhood community. And what we're standing in here is the neighborhood commercial district. And what you see behind us is my building and two of the buildings we designed for Northwest Crossing. These are all LEED registered buildings, 3 LEED buildings on one intersection.
Wow.
And the concept is that by creating this mix of uses in a compact neighborhood, you create walking distances that are reasonable and people don't have to use their cars as much.
I like to walk, I like to jog. It's really a healthy way to go.
So Kiora, this is pretty interesting because we're here in the News Jeep.
That's right.
You work for KOHD News.
Proudly, yes.
You actually have done a story on green building, correct?
I have. Actually about the station specifically and all the features inside the station and on top of the station. I mean, they really did a good job, put a lot of thought into that part of it. These are actually our emissions filters that we have in the parking lot. It sort of acts like a coffee filter, if you think of it that way.
And it gets car emissions?
Yeah, it lets all the sort of rainwater through, and then everything else you don't want to get through, like everything from your tailpipe, it won't let through.
Hey, Nikki, how you doing?
Yeah.
Pleasure to meet you, Jerry.
Nice to meet you.
I understand you've got a green TV station here, and you're gonna have to prove it to me because I don't know what green TV means.
Well, you're right. I mean, you wouldn't think of a TV station as environmentally friendly, and yet with all the power and electricity that we use, we have taken a lot of steps to be environmentally friendly. So one thing we've done right here in the lobby is install these passive solar designed concrete floors.
The light comes in through the windows, it beats down on this floor, and it actually heats the floor, and it is part of your passive solar heating that happens in the wintertime.
So the pad underneath the carpet is made of completely recycled materials.
Sure.
And the carpet itself is green certified.
Which means it's environmentally friendly, and it's not going to create for the staff that work here an offensive chemical odor, right?
Right.
Cool.
In our break room here, the owner of the company, Scott Chambers, who we'll meet a little bit later, decided to go with an all-natural recycled wood flooring.
Very nice.
This is a clip right here showing what Cody does for us here on KOHD Daybreak. You'll notice that he's actually wearing a rain jacket, and that just goes to show you right there. Do as the weather dog does. What you can do is look at us in the morning, dress up, you know, whether he's wearing a snow jacket or a sweatshirt, maybe even some sunglasses. You'll know what to dress up like when you head outside. You'll notice he's wearing his Humane Society little banner here. He's actually a recycled dog. He's going green right here. So we got him from the Humane Society. Now he has a job here.
This is our state-of-the-art newsroom.
Okay, this is nice. There's weather man and dog and a reporter here.
In here is our state-of-the-art studio.
Wow.
This is a state-of-the-art, high-definition news set designed by a large group out of San Diego.
We're definitely proud of the KOHD building. We used many aspects of green building in the construction, and as Americans we know we can't continue to use energy the way we have in the past. The solar panels on KOHD's building are new in design, they're very flat, and the efficiency factor has increased from the panels of the past. So we're seeing a significant amount of carbon offset, which is metered on a daily basis, and we can take a look at that. Interestingly, the power is best on a cold, sunny day because there's less resistance in those panels.
Yeah, it's pretty impressive, just the synergy that we generate being in the office. People come up all the time from all walks of life, talk about all issues of sustainability, and I love that that word is a buzzword now. It's not a trend, but the work that our organization and countless other organizations, industries across the state of Oregon and really the West and the nation have put for the last 10 years have really come to fruition. So in recent years we've seen this incredible transformation from kind of the business as usual, all we have to do is be concerned with ourselves and how to generate profit. And what we're seeing these days is that the truly savvy businessmen, which is really exciting for me to see the people at the front of their industries are incorporating sustainability into their core business.
Exactly.
And what it really is best practice. It's just now falling under the term of sustainability.
So it took not one or two, but three guys to help explain this so that a guy like me could get it. We have Dan, one of the innovators of this system from the plumbing shop, the owner. Bill, who's the assistant director at the Redmond Community Pool. Steve, who actually installed the system.
This system works opposed to the boilers that we used prior. It takes up less space, first of all. Efficiency is 50% greater than the old boiler.
Which I understand makes Bill happy.
And that helps us meet a couple of needs. It helps Redmond area Park and Rec become more green, which is one of our missions as well.
And the best part about it is this boiler over here is going to the landfill to be recycled.
So what I like about the Nords tankless water heaters is they only work on demand. So only one unit will fire as needed. And if there's one person taking a shower, then only unit 1 will start. And then if there's more people, then unit 2 might start. We can preset the temperature to 110, so whoever's taking a shower, that's the maximum temperature that they'll have.
So they'll never get scalded when they're taking a shower. That's green. I like it.
It's really green, and it saves a lot of energy, and it saves a lot of cost.
So, Jordan, we are here downtown Bend on the corner of Wall and Greenwood. It's a wonderful boutique of environmentally sound building products.
Well, YOLO is one of our favorites. It's a locally owned company out of Portland. Basically, it was developed by an artist and a scientist. And so what they decided to do is come up with something that was environmentally friendly and beautiful.
Show me the concrete.
Okay, right now, this is just our second lift on this building. We're gonna make 3 consecutive passes.
Oh, I see.
And we're up about 8 feet right now, and then the last pass is gonna get us within about 6 inches of the top, and then we're done.
Amazing. And this is the wall for the whole building.
No, this is the first third of it. We're going 30 feet.
So Mike, what are the materials here that we have left over, I understand?
Well, so we've built the walls to about 12.5 feet level at this point, and this is the waste that we have from the job site.
And what do you do with waste?
We have an active recycling program, so all this material goes back to the manufacturer, which is in Wilsonville, Oregon, and it gets 100% recycled in other products, so none of the scrap off this job has to go into a landfill.
I like it. That's green.
So Mike, I thought that was pretty fascinating, seeing the actual ICF concrete coming in to the forms, and it's just, I'm still trying to get it though. ICF, Northwest ICF Solutions, is the name of your company, and you're trying to get solutions for people, but solutions for what?
Well, basically building, residential, commercial, institutional. This product, the same one that you saw out there, can be utilized on residential projects, commercials, assisted care facilities, hospitals. We've done all that. Okay, basically what we're doing in this hangar is what they call grind and polish. This is the stone coming up, and you can see over here we're more into the finer sands, which is what we call salt and pepper look. Wow. This is more of a exposed aggregate look. The guy was in here working on his plane, and he blew a hydraulic hose, or he's doing an oil change or something. Right. The oil would land on the concrete just like in your garage, right, and would stain the concrete. Right. Okay, when we get this thing up to about 3,000 grit, which is going to be about a series of another 8 or 10 passes, he can sit there and blow a hydraulic hose on this, and without any sealers or wax on this, he'll go over and get a rag, wipe up the oil, you won't even have a stain. And by the time they're done, this floor is going to look like a piece of art. But you won't believe what you're going to see until you get the overhead garage door.
All right, let's go prove it. All right.
I told you I was going to prove it. Now here's the guy that can prove it, Robert Berman.
Hey, Robert.
Hi, Kim. How are you?
Good to see you. I understand you're president of Cascade Concrete Solutions.
What you're looking at is a diamond polished concrete floor.
Diamond polish? You mean like diamonds out of the...
Actual diamonds in the heads of the machines that we're using. So what you have is a very highly durable but very low maintenance floor. And we can do things with color and design to add extra interest to the floor. This sheen that you see on this floor is the concrete, the natural material, polished up to 3,000 grit with diamond and resins. It actually feels soft. You almost have to feel it to understand it, but has this great durability and this great look. You don't have to do anything more on top of your existing concrete slab. Tile, carpet, wood, this is all going to cost less than that.
I'm still Kim Lewis, and I'm still the roving green reporter here at the River House Convention Center. I'm calling this Green Built and the Wild Native Timber.
So actually, Sylvia, Kim is right. When we looked at locating the facility here, we took a look at what was on the property, and we had some beautiful ponderosa pines that were here. We took those pines and we harvested them. And actually a local company here prepared them for us, and we actually incorporated them in the building. At the same time, we had some great natural rock outcroppings here. We saved those, took good care of them, and all these landscape rocks that you see around are also incorporated in the site.
Wayne, I'm excited to be here in the convention center. This place is bustling, and I even noticed when I came in, it's nestled right into the riverbed almost. And it's, tell us about how it got here.
Well, Wayne approached us about working on the design with them. We simply worked with them as design professionals with our team and fine-tuned the site and the design to meet their master planning vision. It's actually LEED registered. We're still awaiting certification. The nature of a meeting facility is inward focus, but as we'll see later, there are other things that we do with energy efficiency, indoor air quality, special lighting systems, and the types of materials and finishes throughout the facility that really make a place like this shine.
And not only that, they've got their own indoor waterfall.
This is our energy efficient lighting control package. We'll run the lights at 85 to 80% and those kind of things, which saves energy and obviously is great for the environment.
Jason, I love the space where your house has been located. I love the house, it's beautiful. And I understand you were even an award winner during COBA's Tour of Homes.
That's correct.
You are a green builder, and you like the term progressive green because every family has a different vision of what green means to them, and you go with that. And let's go and see some of the green features here in your place.
Sure. Well, we have passive solar built in here. Right. We utilize the evening sun, comes in, heats the big windows, help with heating.
Sure.
Yeah, we've got the overhang. So at the peak of the day in the summer, it's actually shaded, so we don't take the brunt of the heat. So it works in reverse as far as
it's like
helping keep the house cool.
You can come out here on this side of the house and actually get cool in the summer.
Yeah, it's great out here. Kim, this is my wife, Jennifer.
Oh, hi, Jennifer. It's a pleasure. I love your home.
Nice to meet you. Thank you very much.
Incredible. Jason, show me on these plans here kind of what you mean by zoning, because I think that's a fascinating concept for a green building.
With the heat and air conditioning of this home, it's broken into 3 distinct zones. If this were our house, it's split into thirds. Each is an independent zone that has its own regulation. You can shut off one part of it completely.
Wow. Now for my favorite part, we're going to transform this room into a place for the guests to stay. And this is called?
This is a Murphy bed.
A Murphy bed.
And it's part of our office, which is creating a dual space, dual usage, which saves square footage because we also use it as a 4th bedroom when we have guests.
Jason, I understand this on your roof is your solar hot water panel, and it actually provides enough hot water because of today's green technology for you and your wife. Tell us about it.
It does. This particular panel, because there's only 2 of us living here, should provide us hot water, sufficient to keep up with our demands. And it's easy to hook up.
These are the pipes coming down out of the roof, and this is the gizmo, without making an engineer out of me, explain how this kind of works.
Briefly, the solar panel above is heating glycol, which is heating the water inside of this, currently at a rate of about 123 degrees. It then flows into the electric backup heater, so as long as this is sufficiently warm, these elements never kick on, and then circulates through the house. It could be propane, could be natural gas. Ours is electric.
I like it. Makes total sense.
Things we don't do to prove that green is cool.
And not only cool, but powerful, sun powerful, with solar powered panels to collect the sun. But I'm sure you know by now, I'm no green technician. So I have my friend Mike here from E2 Powered. He's going to explain to us the intricacies of solar electric.
Well, the system we have here in front of us is made up of 20 216 watt Sharp solar modules. So the net size of this system is 4.5 kilowatts DC. On a bright sunny day like today, this system is going to put out about 4,500 watts an hour.
This is the kind of thing that's actually happening here in Central Oregon. I mean, who would have ever thought we'd be here at a car wash talking about a green story?
We're seeing a great influx of this, and it's making a big difference. For the person that owns this car wash, their energy bills are going to be reduced for the lifetime of the operation of this car wash. The incentives and tax credits and the other things that go with it really make this very cost effective. There's a lot of incentives, and you couple that obviously with the energy offset, and it makes a lot of financial sense. What we have here is the solar electricity that comes from the panels in the form of DC energy. And this device, called an inverter, made in Bend, Oregon, converts the DC power from the solar panels to AC power. AC power that's usable by this building, just like you would have at home.
Like everyday home power.
Correct, right. Okay. And once it exits this unit, there's a meter that tracks the lifetime output of the system.
And then it goes through here.
Correct. And from here, it lands in the service panel.
So this turns on different sections of this power as it's needed.
Correct.
Pretty much solar is affecting every bit of every electric power that runs in this whole car wash.
Absolutely.
And it's called the greenest car wash in all of Central Oregon.
You got it.
So Rick and Karen, I've really enjoyed this little bit of time we've had visiting, and I love your home back here.
Thank you.
You've actually started a nursery called Winter Creek Restoration and a landscape company.
Yep. This one over here is a Phlox diffusa. This purple flowers early in the spring, very dry land plant. Once it's established, we don't water them at all.
Amazing.
Yeah, it's wonderful.
Scholars Willow.
Got it. Got it.
Mock Orange.
Yes. Mountain.
Woods Rose.
Woods Rose.
Selma Pine Spirea.
Yeah.
Yeah. Green and Gray Rabbit Brush. Wax Currant.
Oregon Grape.
Manzanita.
Manzanita. Yeah. So Rick, that was a workout, and I know that you're...
That was great.
I know that your staff works hard here in the nursery, but you also have a great crew that does a lot of landscaping, and they have actually landscaped shopping centers.
Yeah, like the Century Park that you'll see later tonight. That's the largest native plant commercial landscape in the state of Oregon, and has provided a great opportunity to monitor actually the benefits of these types of landscapes, these sustainable landscapes. Our water bill is about 90% reduced from a standard landscape. It has about 54 different species of native plants in there.
So Rick, there's more to this whole xeriscaping and this type of landscaping than just sticking plants in the ground.
Oh,
There's
it's huge.
a lot of thought, a lot of
There's
research,
huge,
and
yeah.
a lot of planning that goes into this.
To make
And
it work correctly, yeah, it takes quite a bit of research, a lot of knowledge.
Rick, it's been a pleasure. I learned a lot.
Oh, thank you.
We'll be back for
Thank
more.
you. Yeah,
Thank you.
definitely.
See ya.
Take care.
Later that day, we found the owner of High Desert Mulching, Nathan Becker, hard at work in Sun River, replacing old ground topping with Sun River's newly recycled ground cover made from their yard debris and trimmings. A perfect mulch that is simply sprayed on. Now that's green.
So Sylvia, it's been a great day. Sun's going down now. What's going to happen?
Well, here in the high desert, sun goes down and it cools off. What's cool about this house, Sandra's going to show us, is even when the sun goes down, it keeps heating this home.
Yeah, this is the old part of the house.
Uh-huh.
And see where this old tile and new start?
Sure.
Well, I can be walking down here. It's lovely, cozy, and warm. And I step onto this, it's cold.
That's amazing, because this is radiant floor heat.
That's radiant
Let me try it
floor
out.
heat, yeah.
It is cozy and warm.
Yeah. And the other great thing is I've got allergies.
Right.
And the dust doesn't, and pollens and so on don't blow around and get up my nose.
So Sandy, one of my favorite things in this solar heat situation is that you see how much energy you're actually making.
It's just so satisfying to know, and to know how much, you know, I'm helping my little patch here. I'm reducing my carbon footprint.
So Kelly, as one of the owners of the company, I'm fascinated by what Sandra has said, but I'd like to know a little bit more about the environmental impact that just one solar electric system can make here in Bend.
This system has eliminated over 13,000 pounds of carbon pollution from the environment in less than a year.
I have both companies here, the plumbing shop and E2 Power. They are collaborating on this system, and that's a pretty green concept. The sun's gone down, and this is still registering at 150 degrees solar heat in this water system. Tell us about it.
Stuff. Well, we use solar collectors up on the roof to heat this body of water. And utilizing heat exchangers inside this tank, we transfer the heat to both the potable water and the radiant floor heating system.
And is it tricky to do the plumbing in a situation like this?
Not really. Once you have the layout figured out, like Mike here did the design on it, so we knew what pipes to hook up, and it provides nearly limitless domestic hot water.
So I'd call that a hot topic for going green. What was a highlight in your day today?
I really loved the River House Convention Center and how that building is just really built into part of the environment there.
Me, I love that green car wash. I mean, the most green car wash in all of Central Oregon.
We heard from 3E Strategies, organizations who are really out there providing educational classes, materials, resources to help people move down this green spectrum.
And in fact, we have a resource at the end of this show, our website, that's going to help people get a deeper shade of green. Kind of like my shirt or your jacket.
I'm deeper.
All right.
I'm a deeper green.
You're a deeper green. I admit it.
It's really, really exciting to see the energy around going green now. And this program, I think, will really be a tool to help people move in that direction more quickly.